Okay, guys, give you an update on the Ruger American Predator 308. I finally took it out to the long range, sighted it in at 100 yards, and pretty happy with the results. Let me see, hang on. Okay, here we go. So I had several loads, and I started from the top. Um, I started with the ET 308 46.9 grains, and I went down 46.7, 46.5. When I got to 46 grain, same type of bullet, same weight, 150 grains. When I went to 46 grain, my grouping really closed up. I was shooting inch and a half, and then I was kind of, moving it around the target. I had a target like this one. So I have these diamonds. So I was trying a load here, and then I will go to another load here, another load here, another load here, and just try to go all over the paper so I can find the one that it really worked out well. And like I said, I went all the way down to 44.0, and then the speed obviously changes and everything. So even though the 44 is a little more milder on the kick, the 46 really tighten up. I'm going to show you the, I didn't keep the paper, I just take a picture. What I'm going to show you is where I was aiming when I finally got it zeroed in. When I was aiming, I was hitting. So let me get up here. Okay, those two shots were touching each other. These two shots were almost touching. This is at 100 yards. And then these two were hitting together there. And these two in the middle also. So the rifle, it's on the money. I am going to start loading on the 46 grain to maintain that accuracy, which is very good now. Before it was a little bit iffy. And everything worked well. I had a couple of rounds that apparently I didn't seat them correctly, and they were kind of jamming a little bit, so I popped them out. There's only two. Green tip. I'm going to reseat them a little bit deeper, and then it won't be a problem. So I went through the whole box of 50, finding out which one was the best. And that's what I said before. I'm going to start shooting to see what the gun likes to eat. Some guns do better with some ammo, and some guns do good with a lot of ammos. Not that much, but the gun does pretty good. So I'm going to give it 100 now. At 100 yards, I'm going to give it 100 before I give it 75 to 80. Now, I spent there about 4 hours. And at 5 o'clock, I just had to leave because it was very hot and very loud and too many people. So I didn't get a chance to, now that it's accurately sighted in, I didn't get a chance to shoot at 2, 3, 4, 5, and 600 yards. That's what I will do next on this gun. And then when I go and take it, I'm going to take the Browning. The Browning, I noticed, I shot with it, and I noticed that the gun was shooting like way off, and I'm going, what happened with this thing? Well, what happened was that I didn't notice until I came back that this was pointing up. It wasn't seated flush with the base, being that it only has one lockdown screw. When I locked it down, apparently it was with up, and I cranked the dot all the way down, and it didn't go all the way down. Now it's touching the tip of the rifle, which means it's at It's at 100, or what is it? I think it was at 100 yards with the metal sights. So now I'm gonna I already tied it pretty good. I'm gonna take it to the range at the same time I'm taking that one, and I'm gonna sight them both. Um, and I got some more ammos to load. Um, and with this one, I shoot 165 grain, sometimes 168 grain. This is my pig gun, and this is what I'll be using. I'm gonna go on a hunt pretty soon to a new spot that I've never been, and I'm gonna see if I can get lucky with this one for pigs. So it's it's uh it's a new adventure. Also, I bought a padded. I always wanted to do this, and I never got around to it. So one day I said I'm gonna buy this, and I had it in the drawer there for a long time. So finally I installed it, and now it really comes up to the to your cheek, and it's right there lined up with the scope. Nobody, if you put a long scope or a short scope, it's level now. Before I had to put my cheek on the wood, and I will have to kind of like elevate my face, and I'm not really touching anything. I was just kind of elevating. Now it's on the money. Now it's really on the money. So I'm gonna see how good I can shoot with this now. Um, and I always, I always take this gun. I like this gun a lot. It's a very good gun. I've had it for years. My first rifle. So to give you an update on the Predator, American Predator, Ruger American Predator, it's a nice shooting gun when you have the right ammo. If you have the right ammo, it's going to give you good grouping. So being that I only took 50 rounds and I was only shooting, because I was really, let me see. Yeah, it's only 5 of each load, except the bottom I did 10 and 10. And those were 44 grain and then 44.1. And then it went up to 2, 3, 5, 6, da da da. Okay, so the first 10 wasn't doing that well. It was here, there, 3, 4 inches away. And I kept moving up the load until I got to the 46 on the 46.0. And that gave me the tight grouping that I liked. So what I did also, I wish I would have kept the paper. I just threw it away. What I did also, I would aim here, say I want to hit the tip on top, and it would hit. And then I want to aim here, and I want to hit the bottom, and I would hit. And then I would aim over here again, and I would hit the top. So wherever the bullet is aiming, the scope is aiming, bullet's going there. And I also, at the last shot, the very last shot, I went here, and I hit there. So at 100 yards, I'm doing half an inch grouping, maximum 3/4 of an inch. So that's very good for an 18-inch barrel. That is not bad at all. So I'm very happy with it. So now the next step is to shoot 2, 3, 4, 5, and 600 yards. And they have metal plates, and I'm going to see if I can bang them, hit them. Because I need to verify that when I move up to 200, it's going to hit 200. So I'm going to I'm going to shoot at the paper and see if I can get the same kind of grouping I'm getting at 100, at 200. And when I do, then, which I don't think I'm going to be moving it much. When I do, then I'm going to start moving up to the 300 and hitting the plates. There are no plates at 200. So you got a pig at 300, you got a turkey, and you got, like that. At 500 yards, there's a like a big pig. And at 600, they had an elk, but I think they removed it. I don't know why. It's a big plate. They removed it. So 500 is good enough. And then I can shoot out a rock at 600 and see if I can hit it. The point is that I want to make sure the scope is working properly. Now, I was looking at new scopes the other day, and there's a scope that's better than this one. Everything but the price, because I didn't pay $1,000 for this scope. This scope, I think I paid 3 something. But there's a new scope by Vortex, and there's another one by Leupold. The Vortex one costs $999. It has the turret that you can graduate it and adjust it to 600 yards. It has a 42 diameter lens here, and it only weighs 9 ounces. Then that's what caught my eye, because this one weighs a pound too. So that's double the weight that the scope. It's a little longer. It's a little bigger on the lens. This is a 40, so it's a 42. And I think Leopold has something similar with a 45, I believe, lens. Which the bigger the lens here, the more light you get in it. But when I saw the price, and I said, you know what, just stop it. There's a good enough rifle, a good enough scope. Because I was thinking of putting that scope back on this one. But I want to keep this as light. This is 7 pounds. I can walk with this all day. 7 pounds. This one is 7. It's 7. I think it was 4 or 7.6. That's it. I'm gonna keep it there. Because you know, there's also you gotta be a little practical. I mean, you're gonna be spending $1,000 to save 9 ounces. Come on. Don't be dumb. Be dumb, but don't be that dumb. I'm already put money into this thing here, but I'm glad I did it. It's a nice scope. It's light as a feather. My friends pick it up and they go, wow, this is light. Of course, he has a Seiko that weighs like 8.5, 9 pounds. So this thing, it's on the money. I like it. The scope matches the plastic color, and I'm gonna keep it as my main hunting gun for deer. For pig, I'm getting the Browning for sure. And it all depends where I go. Some places the pig is far, so you need to take a far shooting rifle like a 270 or even a 7 mil, because the distances are far. I can risk it with this one, but if you go in a brush, if you're near brush, because you never go in brush after a pig, you're coming out with no legs. If you go into near a brush, this is the rifle. This is the quick action that you want. This thing is smooth as butter. Smooth as butter. So this is the quick action rifle you want for a quick, you shoot and right away, boom, you have another one lined up. One action, two actions, 1, 2, and you're loaded. This is 4 action, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be the pig. And basically that's why I bought it for a long time ago. Okay guys, so just wanted to give you a quick update. I'm learning how to use the program, and I'm learning how to use the GoPro, because I wanted to delete some videos and I didn't know how, so I had to go online and look at it. All right, so thumbs up, 100% on the Ruger American, and I'm sorry it took so long to give you the final word on it. The final word will be when I start shooting 500 yards, 600 yards. Being that it's a short rifle, a short barrel, I don't think I'll be shooting 600 yards, but I can barely well shoot 400, even maybe up to 500. We'll see. We'll see with this thing. All right, guys. So I'll see you on the next one, and thank you.